G'day everybody and welcome back to Starcub Review. I'm your host as always, Starcub, and today's video is a long time in the making, and it is finally a book review, or more so a comic review of a prequel to a hit 2024 film directed by Fede Alvarez, and I think everyone knows what that is, and that is Alien Romulus. Yes, the prequel comic to Alien Romulus, set before the events of this film, with a foreword by Fede Alvarez. This is written by Zach Thompson and illustrated by Daniel Picotto. And the cover art is provided by Lenny Francis Yu, and the variant cover was provided by Bjorn Barens and Marco Cecchetto. Sorry if I butchered that name, butchered those names, but that's the gist of it there. Does this prequel comic live up to the movie? Does it? Is it any good? Before I get into that, just want to say a big, huge thank you to everyone new to my channel, picking my videos. I really, really appreciate it. You have no idea how much it just makes me happy to see people interacting, watching my videos, and for all those returning, you know I all love you. So let's get into it. So I finally got this, pre-ordered it, got it, and I've just been holding it off and off and off because I have had lots of other things that I've had to do and put aside to do other videos, and my book reviews I've had to put on hold for quite a bit because there's one book that is particularly taking me a very, very long time to read with an audiobook. I'm not going to tell you what that is because I will do a review of that when I finish, hopefully next week, because I'm almost halfway through with the audiobook, so I'm just happy there. It's a very, very long book. Lots of medieval fantasy stuff, dragons and all that sort of stuff, so it's really, really interesting. I didn't know how much I was going to love it until I actually started reading it along with the audiobook, and it's absolutely fantastic. But with the prequel comic, does it live up to the film? Does it explain everything leading up to the events of Alien Romulus? Yes and no. It is set on the Renaissance Station, not long after Weyland-Yutani have picked up the original big chap Xenomorph from the first film, all the way back in 1979. This film details that on the Renaissance Station when they've picked it up, and all the hell breaks loose during that time. Now, what I like about it is the art and the characters. That there's more of Rook in it, the variant synthetic, so that was good to see. We got to see more of him, but where this fails in a lot of ways is the fact that it was very underwhelming in some aspect. It was very, very underwhelming. It wasn't very long. It seemed to be like they were hitting major points way too quickly. It didn't explain a lot, and we didn't see a lot of the carnage that we actually see in the film, the aftermath of the carnage. It doesn't explain a lot. It does and it doesn't, but it doesn't give us enough time to spend with the characters that are depicted in this from Weyland-Yutani. It doesn't allow those characters to flourish a little bit more understanding as to why certain characters want this creature dead before Weyland-Yutani can experiment on it, use it, before it wakes up, before Big Chap wakes up, obviously. Didn't get to see a lot of the experiments on the face huggers, the other things like the Prometheus fire, which all ties into Prometheus and Alien Covenant, obviously, or more so Prometheus, sorry. But we don't spend a lot of time with Big Chap in this one, and it's a disappointment. And as much as I like the comic, and it'll be staying in my collection, I feel like the story is lacking a lot. Doesn't explain much, like I said, and it's very disappointing in a way that we didn't get to see a lot more of Big Chap in the prequel, and more with the characters from the Weyland-Yutani station, the Renaissance station, and we didn't get to see very much of the modules Remus and Romulus. We didn't see, a lot of those two module stations. So it does explain a little bit, but doesn't give too much. Would have loved to have seen lots of face huggers. Would have liked to have seen more of the experimentation side. The movie dives so much deeper into the mythos of Alien Romulus, and I feel like the comic didn't do that, unfortunately, for me. It is very well put together, though. The art is magnificent. Other than that, it just lacks a little bit, and I would have loved to have seen, like I said, I would have loved to have seen more facehuggers. Big Chap especially. I'd love to see more carnage, more blood and guts, more destruction going on in this comic. It just seems like it was, they got it there, they were doing some things on it, it wakes up, it causes havoc with some, and we didn't get to see a lot of Weyland-Yutani people on the Renaissance station. It felt like there was a small group of people on this station. It causes havoc on the station, but you only see this small group of people. You don't see all the other people involved, the wider scope of people that were on this Renaissance station. So it's a little bit confusing as to why they didn't go a bigger comic rather than a small one. Like I said, it's good, but it does suffer quite a bit, which is a shame, but still, it doesn't change my way how I think about Alien Romulus at all. The movie is absolutely fantastic, absolutely love it. I'll be watching it again on Hulu later tonight, so it's absolutely fantastic. The comic, what do I rate it? Out of 10, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Disappointing in many ways, but the good thing about it is I do like the characters in it were interesting, and I really wanted them to focus more on those characters, why they wanted to get rid of the Big Chap before all hell broke loose. They really didn't explain exactly what their mission was. Could have spent more time with Rook, the Ash variant, obviously. Would have loved to have seen more of that, but we didn't see a lot of Rook, and it was a shame because it would have really given us a big long look and a more detailed look at the carnage that Big Chap caused before his untimely death. So that's what I'm giving it, 5 out of 10. Thanks so much for watching, guys. This was a short and sweet one, and I will see you all with the next book review very, very soon. All right, guys, take it easy. Ciao.